And so your film, Official Rejection, that doesn't sound like very much fun to get an official rejection. And obviously you didn't get one from the Starz Film Festival. You got an acceptance. What was that like?
Getting the Starz acceptance? Do you want to?
Well, we were really excited. I mean, out of all the festivals that we applied to, this was the one we wanted to get into the most because we grew up in Arvada, and we now live in Los Angeles, but we really wanted to bring the film here. We still consider this home, and we've just heard great things about this festival, and it's lived up to that. And so we just kind of wanted to go out with a bang and bring it home.
Do you still have family that lives in the area?
We're actually going to go have dinner with her stepbrother in the next hour.
Oh, well then I won't make it
No,
too
no,
long.
we have plenty of time for this, and then we have plenty of time for that as well. I wanted to say we got the email from the festival, and it said, message from, Starz Denver Film Festival. We're like, oh. So normally any festival email, doesn't matter who it is, South by Southwest, whatever, I typically I open it when I get it, and then I'll call her and say, oh, by the way, we did get in or we didn't get in or whatever. We got an email and I was like, uh-oh. So I'm like, well, should I call? Should I open it? So I waited. So I waited till we got home, and I didn't tell her until later. And I said, by the way, we got an email from the Denver store. Well, what did it say? I'm like, well, I thought we'd open it together. So that way we could either celebrate or commiserate together. So
we opened it up.
We're sitting on the end of our bed like, and the Wi-Fi was really slow. We're like, come on, come on.
And then it said we were accepted, and we started jumping around and screaming.
It actually said, thank you very much for submitting your film to the Denver. We're like,
and that sounds like it's not going to be good, does it?
We'd love to play it. Oh, yeah! So we're signed. It's lived up to all the expectation, which is amazing.
And have you had your screening already?
No.
We haven't, actually. Our screening is Wednesday at 6:30 and Thursday at 9:15.
So you have 2 screenings. What is it that you're hoping for when you're sitting there watching that audience see your film? I mean, obviously it's going to be film goers, but there's going to be a lot of filmmakers in the room, too.
That's the hope, because they get real electric about the movie. We've had really terrific audience response so far. I mean, we had the film plays, we've made it as a comedy, essentially, full of strange, wacky characters and really embarrassing happenings and things. So the film plays like a comedy. It usually fills the room, and it's very funny, and so far people tend to laugh at it and respond well to it. So what we're hoping to do, of course, is to pack the house and just everybody have a good time watching it.
So one of the reasons that filmmakers come to film festivals is, of course, to have the experience and see that audience, see their films, and connect with other filmmakers. But usually there's, shopping for a distribution channel kind of thing. Has that been going on in this festival season for you? And is there something that you might want to share with us where we know we can look forward to your film later?
Well, I'll let our producer, the businesswoman, handle the...
Yeah, we're actually coming out on DVD tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tuesday, November 17th. It'll be available on Amazon.com.
Wonderful.
It's there for 3 months exclusively on Amazon, and then it broadens out to Netflix and iTunes and everywhere else that will take it. But right now, Amazon wanted to just put some sponsoring and some stuff behind it, and so they wanted a 3-month window, and we're like, okay. So they've got it. So you can go, there's actually 2 editions. There's the regular standard edition and the 2-disc Rejection Collection edition with a whole extra disc of rejection and stuff.
So when you were assembling your team to make this movie, obviously you have a network of filmmakers that you work with in Los Angeles. You shot this in Los Angeles, yes?
Well, we shot it on the festival circuit. So
you went...
We were on the road, so it's a road picture. We shot this in Los Angeles, of course, but also we shot it in... There was some shooting in New York. There was some shooting in Park City, Sundance, Toronto, Oklahoma City, Phoenix, Fort Lauderdale. We shot over 14 months all over the country.
Is there anything that sticks out about that experience that's not on that disc?
Things happen, like you try to shoot everything, and then you try to whittle it down to the things that you need, and there's always some sort of shenanigans that you miss. But the things that really get me are the things where I would finally turn the camera off, and then I'd miss something great. Like we had this.
Doesn't that kill you?
It killed me. We were at a party at a festival at the Newport Beach Film Festival, and I was shooting everything, and it devolved into this filmmaker and his stepdaughter sitting on this little grass stoop, and they were talking about like hybrid cars or something, and I'm like, why am I still shooting? I turned the camera off. Not 2 seconds after the power went down on the camera, the sprinklers went off.
Oh.
And they went, they got soaked in water, sprayed them everywhere, and they fell over laughing. And I was like, well, that would have been really funny.
So the lesson is to keep shooting.
Yeah. That would have been great. You know, there was some stuff at a party once where this guy got this great shot of these girls going crazy, and he's like, "I got the shot." And he handed me the camera, and it wasn't recording. I was like, "That's just great, pal."
I think we've all run into that where the recording wasn't on, or the mic was on the onboard mic instead of the. I think that's happened to everybody who makes.
It's, you know, yeah. Those are the things that really stick in my mind. Like, oh yeah, I remember this happened, and I didn't get it.
But I do have to say that the worst thing that you captured on film did make it into the movie.
Yeah.
So we have to come and see it.
Oh, yes.
You have to come and see it. There's a little sequence at a festival called Chicago Indie Fest.
So when we see Chicago Indie Fest sequence beginning, we know that that's going to be the incident to which you refer.
It's sort of the pinnacle of the film. It's sort of the sequence everybody talks about. So kind of got to be seen to be believed.